Hi, my sweet buns. First time here? If that's the case, I'm Luca Nicora, your host. Welcome to And Now What? Today's topic is love, l'amour, l'amore, and how to know if she is the one. That's a biggie, like a Biggie the rapper. What to do and not do on your coupling journey. This is the ultimate roadmap I wish I knew when I was 16, when my first relationship just exploded in my face. Bam! What a ride I've had. As I said in this previous video I made about isolation, loneliness kills. And that is scary as f***. But that is not a reason to jump into the first relationship opportunity. People are not Pokemons. You're not supposed to catch them all. Nor STDs. So let's look at the experts' tips. Don't trust the butterflies. Go away, butterflies. According to Dr. Laura Berman, if you had trauma in your childhood, like abusive or alcoholic parents, and you sit down in front of someone and you feel like you've known them forever and you feel like butterflies in your stomach, run away. She says that butterflies are a sign of familiarity. You recognize the patterns and behaviors you grew up with. That doesn't mean happily ever after. Which is not really a thing, by the way. Okay, you don't have to literally run away, because that would be pretty rude. How rude? Just go on a couple more dates, get to know them before, you pop the question. Wants to get married, yeah? Take your time to make sure that you're not reproducing old patterns. I have an old pattern. I'll just sit there in your back of your mind and stay there forever. Can I have some cookies? According to Jay Shetty, there are 5 types of attractions. First, you have physical attraction. Ooh, a wah-wah, a wee-wah. You're turned on by their physical appearance. A financial attraction. Look at their car. I would not say no to a ride home. That's a pickup line. Get it? Pick up someone in a car. Don't date me. It's all about their status, what they've achieved, and what they owe. And mental or intellectual attraction. I just love how you think. It's all about how they think and how they express themselves. These type of attractions are all about chemistry. They're superficial, but that does not mean they are not important. Next level, you have compatibility, like emotional attraction. You're such a kind person. I love your heart. It's all about how emotionally intelligent a person may be, how supportive they are. And last but not least, spiritual attraction. The truth lies inside my kindred souls. This is all about their values on a deeper level. Deep. The first 3 types, you may feel them on a daily basis. You go to a cafe and see a pretty barista. Sparks and hosen! It's a good starting point, but you cannot build a relationship just on that. And just FYI, you cannot build a relationship on just the 2 last ones either. It may be obvious, but if you're trying to build a relationship with someone because they're great, it won't work either. It does not make you a bad person if you're not attracted by their body shape or smell, because, these are important indicators of a good match from a standpoint of biology. It's all about pheromones and chemistry. I'm in love with the shape of you. Yeah. Wherever you start on these different type of attractions, get to know the person to make sure that you do have chemistry and compatibility. For instance, it's not because someone is hot and has a PhD, for instance, that they are necessarily a kind, good-hearted person. Just letting you know. Now, how to know once you get beyond the chemistry level? How to know if there is compatibility? To choose a good partner, you have to first know, yeah. To choose a partner, to choose a partner, you have to first know yourself. Know thyself, dude. And get to know your partner before you commit. Know they-self? Now, let's look at these 6 human needs. According to Tony Robbins, humans all share 6 important needs. But depending on how you grew up, your first need or driving force may differ. What are these needs, you ask? Certainty or assurance that you can gain pleasure and avoid pain. If your dream job is a 9-to-5, that may be you. Or if your life is pretty hectic as an actor, for instance, and you're trying to create rhythm and repetition in your daily life to create some kind of semblant structure, that may be you as well. Variety and uncertainty, that's the need of the unknown, change, and new stimuli in your life. If you need an adventure on a daily basis, that that may be you. Significance, that's the need to feel special, unique, or needed. All you need is me. Me. That's all you need. Connection or love, that's the need to feel a strong closeness with someone or something. If that's you and you're single, you may have a bunch of pets waiting for you at home. Growth, that's the need of expanding your capacity and understanding, and you're trying to learn something new every day. Any avid podcast listeners like me out there? Let me know in the comments. Contribution, that's the need of a sense of support and helping others. If you're volunteering, that may be you. Once you decide to share your life with another human being, make sure that the first items on that list are similar. If your first need is certainty, you will be trying to create a rhythm, a certain repetition in your life. And if your partner's is uncertainty, then they will want to go on adventures on a daily basis. These two needs are opposites, and it will create friction in your life. The one looking for stability will feel like they can never rest, and the other one will feel like they're bored all the time. I can't do this anymore! Believe me, I've been there. Not good. Check below a link for the needs quiz to find out where you're at, and share with your partner or date to find out how much you match. How much you match? How much you match, capish? Now, let's see how you can know thyself better. Every personality types have their own quirks. Some, like me, just have quirks. It's good to know yours, but that doesn't mean that you're stuck in one way of functioning. If you know your quirks, you can find out how you function, what your weaknesses are, and then you can make sure you don't fall in your own traps. Like, if you are an INFP or mediator, you may be idolizing your partner because you're a hopeless romantic. And if that's your case, make sure that you use all the tools in this video to make sure that you don't jump into an unhealthy relationship, because no one's perfect. Except me. For me, finding someone who could communicate emotions in a way that made sense to me was a huge game changer. For me, someone who expresses their feelings of frustration and anger in an extremely loud and reactionary way, that does not work. For me, I will just close off and they will think that they're dating a clam. However, if I'm someone who's more grounded, I will open up like a clam. Do clams open? I don't know, because I don't eat seafood. And the personality test is a good way to find who's who. Find the personality quiz down below. According to Dr. Gary Chapman, there are 5 different types of love languages, and whichever is your predominant one will dictate how you feel loved. We learn these love languages as kids and develop our own based off of how our parents expressed a love to us. But sometimes we also develop our own based off what we feel like we've lacked back home. Okay, so what are these love languages? Because I thought it was always French. No, it's not a language like that. Let's look into it. First, you have words of affirmation. You are so beautiful, darling. Quality of time. Let's throw away the phones and just look at each other in the eyes. Act of service. You want me to make dinner tonight, darling? Receiving gifts. Here's a little something for you. It's a snickerdoodle. I know you like those. Physical touch. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. Beatles fans out there. The love language that comes to us the most naturally tends to be the one we understand the best. Finding someone who speaks the same love language as you will make things much easier. If you're already in a relationship, share this tool with your loved ones to make sure that they understand how you love, and you can adjust your relationship from there. For instance, if your partner's love language is quality of time and you're giving them presents, they will probably not feel loved. You know what I mean? As long as you know what your partner likes, you good. Find a love language quiz down below and let me know in the comments which one you are. Now that we've looked at the type of attractions, the needs, and love languages, make sure that you know your values. Here are some questions you may want to ask yourself. What do you believe in? Like, do you believe in religion, spirituality, science, or something in between? How do you see relationships? Do you think the main reason of a relationship is to grow together, to support each other, to have children, or a combination of these? Do you expect certain type of behaviors from your partner? How do you want to deal with confrontation? Do you think your partner has a responsibility in your feelings and emotions, or do you take ownership of that? Are you working on your traumas? Are you expecting your partner to work on their traumas? How do you feel about your own worth? Do you feel like you need someone in your life to feel worthy? With these questions and answers, you may find out where you stand, and sharing these questions with your partner may help you find out where they stand. Hopefully not on the table. because that's rude. Find below the falling in love questions list. Apparently, if you ask all these questions, you will fall in love with them. These questions are actually more about creating a connection, not really falling in love with each other, but it's a very good guide. Now, before I share the last tip, if you got any value from this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. It would help me tremendously. As long as you know what you want, if you like the person, I think there's no issue once you find that there is a connection after the first couple dates to be like, okay, so here are all the things that matter to me. This is who I think I am. This is where I want to go. These are my needs, my love languages. How do you feel about this? What are yours? And once you know all these things clearly, why not try a relationship? But honestly, breakups are really tough. Please share these tools with your partner and date to make sure that you do not run in a wall. Don't waste your time and look for someone else. Thank you. And next, which tool are you going to share with your partner first? The next video will also be about relationships. I had a lot more to talk about in this one, but I didn't want to make it eternally long. So keep an eye on my channel. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video. Invest in your relationships. Invest in yourself. Peace.